Why, hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Let's get that music going. There we go. Cool. Hey, what's up, Ulala? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. I was scrambling a little bit to get stream on time. Hey, what's up, Coffee Age Joestar? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. You're so hungry? Well, you should go eat something. Oh, I'm still on cat model. I just realized. That's funny. I didn't swap back after making the thumbnail. Boom. Easy. Easy peasy. You want to say thanks for making that reality video? Hey, no problem. Which one, out of curiosity? How's my health? My health's doing pretty good. I still have a cough, but I'm gonna have the cough for a while. So, you know, we just kind of have to deal with that. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Sleeping well. You know, none of the other symptoms, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Just got to make sure I drink tons of water to continue to stay healthy. Also, the new Stream Beats Christmas album is kind of bopping. I love it. It's lo-fi Christmas sounding music, which is what we're listening to today. And I just think it's fantastic. I've been listening to it so much because it's just good, chill background noise. Harris Heller, man, he knows how to make good stuff, or get other people to make good stuff, I guess, because he probably commissioned it. But how y'all doing? How's your weekend going so far? It's bright in the morning for me, so I have the whole day ahead of me after stream, which will be fun. Finally getting back to working on videos again. It's been a hot minute. I feel like I've lost some of my skill because I haven't done it in a month. Oh gosh. Crazy how something that you can do for like a year, you know, working on basically every day, and then you let go of it for like a month. You're like, what are the controls? What do I do? It's weird. But I should have some good stuff in the works. There's plenty of exciting stuff that's been happening, that's for sure. New advances, new programs, new apps that people have made. There's just so much fun stuff out there now. It's kind of an exciting time. I really am curious to see what Live 2D will do. What do I have planned? Welcome, Jihais. Jihais. I think hopefully that's someone, right? So what the video that's most likely coming out next week is I'm going to be taking that stream where we created the new model, and I'm going to be doing a like how to develop your character idea type video. I know a lot of other people have done it, but I think that was just too good of a stream because we had some road walls, we fixed it, we moved on, like we got a better design going. So I think that's the next video that I'm working on. Other than that, we had a few different new apps. Yeah, character design, basically. Other than that, we got a few new apps that have come out. We've got some apps that have had some pretty significant changes, like VC Face adding items. That was a pretty big change. VTube Studio has even more stuff in the works right now, which is kind of crazy. Man, VTube Studio is going nuts. I kind of want to do a review of the Nizima app, but that might be a little difficult because it's purely in Japanese. And while I can muddle my way through because I can read most of it. I'm not really sure how helpful or useful that would be to people who want to use it. Plus, its pay structure is just a little weird. I really wish that it wasn't a monthly pay. Because like, if it wasn't, the Nezima app has one feature that I think a ton of people would really love to use. And that's the ability to link apps with people and have your models appear in their program. And you don't have to give them your model files. You just appear in their program. So you can collaborate with people really cool. Hey, welcome Sparky. How you doing? And also just Hayes, got it. So that would be really cool, because that's awesome for like collaborations and stuff. So you don't have to use the Discord method or a few other really janky methods. But again, that program does cost like $5 a month. And I just, maybe this is me, but it's trying to justify a $5, like trying to justify a monthly fee for some of these apps when you have free alternatives or just small payments is really difficult. Hey, Labalores, how you doing? You finally caught me. Yeah, you did finally catch me. I mean, to be fair, this is only the second stream since I've been back after like a month. So, you know, don't feel too bad. Hey, what is up, Miwi Marmer? How you doing? Welcome. We're just chilling for the most part. I do have an update on the company that talked to me from the stream I did on Monday. I did actually talk to them, and they are the inspiration for the title of this stream. So it's a very interesting story, because they are not a scammy company, which is what I was afraid of in the first part. They just made a very, very poor first impression. And I talked to them about that actually, and ways that they could improve that, because they're actually really nice people to talk to. So I'm glad I didn't mention their name, you know, didn't put them on blast or anything like that. But it was a nice reminder of like, you really need to make sure that you look legitimate to everybody, whether you're a streamer, a company, or just anything. Because if you don't, you'll get skeptical people who don't want to give you the time of day. Because again, you just don't look legitimate and you look kind of sketchy. But I talked to them after a few other people I knew talked to them. And like I said, they were very polite. They're working on a new streaming plugin for 3D things, which could be pretty cool. But it was pretty obvious that they didn't quite know what they were getting into, and it sounds like what they're building is more for companies, not for like us, which is a little disappointing. But you know, it was still fun to talk to them. It was a good experience. I think I surprised them a little bit when I showed up to the call in my avatar, because why not? I mean, if we're discussing what about like, you know, using an avatar for streaming is about, I figured like, hey, you know, why not just give the demonstration rather than do that. I did record all of it, which I don't feel too bad about, because they also recorded it. So, but I don't think I'm going to actually use any of that footage, because again, I was mostly recording it for my own experience, I guess would be the best way of putting it. So I talked to them for about an hour, a little over an hour, which was it was really interesting. And so I kind of discussed like a whole bunch of stuff about Live 2D, because they weren't really familiar with it. It's funny because they were reaching out to VTubers, and I know specifically that they reached out to a PNG tuber that I know, and I know he talked to them. And then they reached out to a 3D VTuber who I also know. And then they reached out to me and other people, and I'm live 2D. So I know they hit the whole spectrum of people, but upon talking to them, they really are just trying to focus on 3D. So I was like, okay, felt a little weird that they would talk to me then. Because I mean, you guys know my speciality is live 2D. It's what I focus on. So it was an appropriate outfit for the occasion, in your humble opinion. I also thought so too. I mean, like I said, if we're discussing VTubing, like it's at least a conversation starter of like, oh wait, how are you doing this in a Zoom call? It's like, well, it's actually not that hard. So that's how I found it. Yeah. Nice. But yeah, it was a super long call, but I was very surprised actually by how receptive they were to my pretty harsh negative criticism, because when they asked for an honest opinion about stuff, I laid into them. Like, there were broken buttons on their site. They have no links to anything they worked on, which they did show me during the call, like proof of stuff they've done. So that's why I'm like a lot more receptive to them. It's because they did show me stuff they've done, like on the call, but it's like not on their website. It's not on their socials. They've got dead links. They don't really explain what their product is, what it does, what they're working on. So probably the first half hour or so of the call was me being just pretty brutally honest and being like, hey, if you want people to talk to you and not feel skeptical like I did, you got to change this. Like you have to change this. It's just not going to work out for you in the long run. But they were very receptive to it. And I found out, and she's like, yeah, we know that some of these links are broken, but unfortunately our like website designer or whatever just left or got fired or something. And so the person I was talking to was actually the one trying to fix everything. But it was nice to see that they were open to getting things fixed. And then again, I'm just a little disappointed that the software that they wanted to develop was for more company based, because it sounds cool. Like 3D environment plugin for OBS is kind of the impression I got of what they're trying to build. I just wouldn't be able to use it. And who knows if and when that ever comes out or how much it costs. Because again, they are building it for a company or for companies. That was very, very clear. So yeah, that's that little story, shall we say. Interesting experience. I kind of hope that down the road I got to talk to him again just to see, you know, what they've actually been able to accomplish, because that would be really fun. But kind of doubt that I'll get that chance. But who knows? Maybe they'll reach out once they've got it more finished, because they're just in the research phase of their app. So they haven't even started working on it. Makes sense though. The general VTube doesn't make enough to be in the main market. You know what's actually funny is we talked about that, because while I was, you know, being pretty critical, yeah, some companies do. I mean, like Crunchyroll does. Other companies who do like commercials with models, they have to use, they wouldn't call it VTubing, they would just call it animation, but some of them want to be able to live stream with those models. So that's seems to be what they were going for. But what's funny, Hayes, is we talked about the VTuber market as a whole while we were talking, because I went on one of my tangents. I mean, you guys know me, I love my tangents, but we talked about how small the actual piece of the pie VTubing really is. And it's something I don't think enough people fully realize, is that yes, we have VTubers that have millions of subscribers. Yes, we have, you know, thousands and thousands of VTubers, but we are such a tiny niche in like the grand scheme of content creation. It's crazy. Like, if the biggest content creator is Gargura with her subs, like, compare that to PewDiePie, Markiplier, any of the big names, or like even look at like the beauty market, like compare it to that. We're so tiny. I know it wasn't a stupid question, Laba. It's just companies wouldn't call it VTubing, they just call it animation. But so we did talk about that. It was kind of interesting. Now, I mean, you guys know me. I view VTuber as more of like an adjective to content creator. I try not to let it be the primary thing that like dominates everything I do. Now, that being said, you know, I do mostly tutorials and information stuff about VTubing, but you know, you could do that without an avatar just fine. It's just I use one. So it's a distinction that I think more people need to start realizing, that being a VTuber doesn't actually, like, it's just a method of content creation. And when you view it that way, there's no walls for you to do anything. It's just you happen to use a virtual avatar and you can go out and do whatever you want. And that's what I think is important, because that kind of helps you avoid falling into some of the pitfalls that I see so many new people doing. Is like they have to be like just like the big VTubers. They have to try and follow them. And it's like, no, you can just go do your own thing. In fact, you should. That's why people will like you and stick around in the first place, is if you're just copying everyone else, you better be better. Because if you're not, like, why would they care? It's always better to be a imperfect version of yourself than a perfect copy of a big VTuber. So that's my opinion. It's just the icing on your content cake. I completely agree. Sadly, though, I don't think a lot of people see it that way. People tend to waltz in, dump money on a model, and attempt a personality route on content creation. They do. And you know what the funny thing is unless your personality, like, unless your force of personality is just so strong, and there are people like this, you know, I think like Ludwig is a great example of someone who just tends to bring in people because of how like personable he is. XQC is a prime example of just like how strong the way he does things is. Like, people don't watch him. Well, I mean, they did used to watch him because he was really good at Overwatch, but like, if you do watch him, you know what his personality's like because it dominates everything. Poppy does it amazingly well. I freaking love Poppy. Poppy is the prime example of, if you just want to turn that personality up to 12, oh baby, I guarantee you will not see another stream like Poppy. He is crazy, and he seems like a pretty chill dude. I'm not like friends with him or anything, but he is awesome. I love watching him. Yeah, you can't go into Poppy's stream with high volume, or else you're gonna get your ears blown out. Hey, what's up? Hello, Rock. How much did you miss? We were just talking about a company that contacted me. I talked about them on stream last week and put them on blast a little bit because they looked very suspicious, but then I actually talked to them and they're working things out. They're nice people, but it just goes to show that, like, make sure everything you have out there looks good and looks real, because if you don't, people will think you're suspicious without ever talking to you. So that was the first story of the day, and now we're just kind of talking about making sure that VTubing isn't your whole shtick with content creation. It's just a piece of it, a piece that you got to work on. I don't know. It's going to be, one thing I think is going to be interesting is the new model is the first model I'm planning on using actually more akin to traditional VTubing, because I have a very specific character archetype in mind for when I'm going to be using it. And so it's not going to be like a mainstay, like, you know, Cat or me, but it'll be for like those moments where I just want to be like a little, like way more over the top than I normally am, and just get a little crazy with it, because why not? You know, it's kind of fun to do that. And passion is personally what I think most people latch on to, is like when you're really passionate about something, then you got, you know, then people pick up on that. Any plans for Christmas? Not right now. I'm mostly just planning on hanging out with the family, where there might be a Christmas evening stream depending on some things. Hey, Brokugun, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I'm talking about Leech. But there might be a Christmas stream. We did it last year. I don't know if I'll be able to do it again this year, just depending on family stuff. But if I can, there's gonna be an unarchived karaoke stream where I'm just belting out Christmas songs, and after each one I take an increasingly hotter hot sauce and then start singing the next one. By the end, I'm a gibbering mess, but it was really fun. So if the stars align for that, that's probably what we'll do. Because again, that was just a lot of fun. So the unarchived Christmas karaoke hot stream, or hot sauce stream, I hope I'll be able to do that again, because that was just fun. It's not going to last very long. I think the last one was like 45 minutes, but it was really funny. Oh, and I got copyright claimed all the hell on that video. Even though I removed it from YouTube soon after. It was still great. I loved it. So, but as for family, I don't think we're doing anything this year. A lot of my family just recently got COVID, you know, extended family, I should say, that lives nearby, you know, in addition to myself. And so everyone's kind of like, you know what, let's just kind of do our own thing this year. And I'm okay with that, because honestly, I like just hanging out with the family on Christmas. I really like just being with people, you know. It's just relaxing when we don't have to go anywhere, do anything, do any events. So that's what I'm hoping for. It's just me spending time with my close family and my nieces and nephew, because they're just fun to play with. So that's what this year's shaping up to be, and I'm excited for it. How about any of y'all? Do any of you have any extravagant Christmas plans? Things like that? Good times, good times. I don't do much for New Year's either. New Year's, the most I would probably do is hang out at like my parents' house. But I'll probably just be streaming on New Year's, if I'm being honest. That'd be kind of fun. Watch the new year tick over, kind of a thing. But you're gonna get dead drunk with your brother. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Holidays aren't really a huge thing in my family. We kind of just get together, eat good food, and just talk. And I honestly, I love all of that. So hopefully none of that changes. Sorry. Cough is still there. So yeah. Well, we had our first impression story. If I'm being honest, that was the main thing I was thinking about today, because it's been something that's been on my mind ever since Monday. Oh gosh. Oh, that was like a sneeze cough. Oh, that hurt. Ouch. Ugh. Oh, that did not feel great. Hello, Sporky. Thanks for thanks for the kind words, even though you walked in on me sneeze coughing. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Excuse me. I'm excited to get back into video making next week, guys, if I'm being honest. The last few weeks where I've just kind of been sitting around doing nothing because I couldn't do a whole lot. Oh gosh. It was pain. It was pain and suffering. I got so antsy. I need to do something, and I am working on something. So, but we're kind of going to be shifting back into the, I don't think I'm going to do 2 videos every week like I was doing. That was a little too much for my plate, but I think we're increasing the number of streams and decreasing the number of videos to just 1. But I kind of like that. Did someone say Genshin? Hey, what's up, Shelby Jones? I plan to become a VTuber someday, but A, I need permission from a parent, and B, my PC's beefy. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, do you need your PC to be beefy? You don't really need a good PC to do this, by the way. Now, I mean, if you're doing like the high-end 3D stuff, yes, you do. But if you're just doing live 2D and stuff, you could get away with a pretty underpowered PC, thankfully. Though I guess it does depend on what type of games you play. That might have a very big effect on what you do. Sorry. Ugh, I got a lot more junk in my throat this morning than I did on Monday. Probably because I just woke up, you know, like 45 minutes ago. Oh gosh. Yeah, a basic model shouldn't destroy your PC. It's just if you want to do like the full 3D environment stuff, that's where it gets crazy. But like if you're just animating a 3D model, you don't need a good PC. I mean, I used my I had a 1070 graphics card that could run my model and play things like Phasmophobia and stuff just fine. So you really don't need a good one. You've even made a 3D model and custom cast on your phone. Oh, nice. You know what, guys? I'm feeling cat right now. So we're going to go to cat. There we go. I don't know. Something about cat today just feels right. It's probably the chill atmosphere and what we're talking about, but cat feels right today. What's funny is I actually think that the cat is like, I think I use the cat more on stream than I use my main model. I don't know. The cat's just fun, but snuggle with you. Tell you what, best I can do. There. I'm huge now. I'm just I'm like the Nickelodeon face now. I'm just a giant freaking face. Oh, I love the cat model. You learn how to make your model from scratch despite not knowing how to make cool stuff like Live 2D and haven't considered an upgrade because you know your PC won't be stable. Oh, wait, hold on. I got something for this. Wait. This will probably get me copyright claimed, but who cares? It's a stream. No one cares. We got the wide cat in here today. How big can I make this? Oh, I can go bigger. Okay, this is as big as I can get. I'm so huge. Hold on. Do I have a better? Oh, wait. I think I can do this. Wait. Oh, I love it. That's probably going to get me claimed, but who cares? It was a fun little detour. All right, let's go back to normal size. Oh, Lordy coming. Oh yeah, I can use double team. There can be two chat boxes, 2 cats. Boom. There's 2 of us now. I mean, I guess I could have also just, oh, I guess the zoom in doesn't quite fully work on cat, but you know, I could just zoom in. Zoom really in just to get the eyes and the ear twiggle. Boom. Rose, I was wondering, do you think that making videos for the sake of videos is a good idea to use for content creation? Do I think that making videos for the sake of videos is good for content creation? I think you should make videos you're passionate about, because if you don't, then it shows. When you make videos that you're either not very well knowledged in or you don't really have a strong opinion about, I feel like that comes through to people. And like sometimes you can get away with it for like meh video ideas that are just good ideas, but you should really focus on stuff that you're really happy with. But it can be helpful, like you just said, to help you get better and faster at making things, because the more you do something, the better you get at it. That's just kind of how it works. Otherwise people can see the low effort. Well, it depends on what you define as low effort, you know. Like, I think more than anything, and feel free to disagree with me, everyone, but I think more than anything, your original intent for a video shines through no matter the quality. So like, if you were really trying to make a good tutorial for people, even if it's like not nearly as good as someone else's tutorial, like editing wise or whatever, if they can feel that your intention is to help them, it'll still do well. And that's true of my videos for sure. Because if I look back at some of my older videos, they're well, let's just say the quality difference is pretty big. Even on my most popular video, which is the live 2D like VTube Studio tutorial, the quality difference between that and a new one is crazy, but people still like it because it was my intention. You know, I did everything I could to make it as good as I could and give the information that I could, even with my limited editing skills. And I think that really comes through to people, is no matter what you're doing, if you're giving it your best shot, people see that. Now, that doesn't mean that you'll always get rewarded for it, because, you know, you can make what you think are great videos and then they just flop, you know. But as long as you're always trying to get better and just continually making stuff, even if you don't post it, like that's the real thing, is feel free to make all the videos in the world, but if you don't feel comfortable posting them, just don't. You still, it's not a waste of time, because you took the time to fully edit something and get something done, and that will translate to skill down the road. Also, 1 second, gotta blow my nose. You think the most important is the value that the viewer gets out of the vid? Exactly. Because at the end of the day, if you're not providing value to someone, why would they care? You know? Yeah, educational entertainment or whatever. That's really the key. And that's the principle I live by, is every stream, every video, I have to be giving you guys something, you know, whether that's, you know, entertainment is a very valuable thing to give people. I just don't think it's what my forte is at. I have my moments, but for the most part, I think what I'm strongest at is researching things, giving you guys information, trying to help walk through, you know, various things, like helping build you guys up with that knowledge base. And that's worked out very well for me so far. I mean, it's been a little over a year now, which is awesome. What's kind of crazy to me is we hit 1,000 subs in October, and we're halfway to 2,000 now, which is crazy. So I think I'm doing something right, but that's the real key to the end of the day, is if you're focused on what you're giving to your viewers, you're going to be fine, because they're who's watching your stuff. You know, you got to make sure that your content is for them, you know? So, and also keep in mind that you can change your content over time too. You came for tutorials, stayed for cat. I mean, the cat does tend to capture your hearts. Just saying. Oh gosh. But I mean, even I know I won't do tutorials forever. I will move into different types of content. I don't know when or what, but eventually I will start doing other stuff. I will try and branch out again, and I've got some ideas for stuff like that. But still, at the core, at the end of the day, I try to focus on what I give to you guys, because again, you know, you guys are what make everything happen. You're the reason why stuff works, why I even have a good stream, you know, it's because you guys are here. So it's the least you can do. So what's funny, Hayes, is I actually did try and do a segment on that. I was going to start up a series called like This Week in Streaming or whatever. And I went over, you know, all the new stuff that had come out every week. And it's the only video I've ever made that lost me subscribers. Oh gosh. So that was funny. I think, is it positive yet, or is it still negative? Because I did actually try that. It also did really poorly for like a video of mine. So that kind of told me that maybe people are not quite fully invested on that one. To be honest, despite diving on to StreamerBot, all the obvious plugins and hacks integration with VTS, you found nothing on it. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Sparky. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Yeah, VTube Studio is interesting because I know I think I'm, you know, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say, I think I'm the most comprehensive YouTuber / VTuber who does videos about VTube Studio. I think that's true. I know, like, VTube Studio is a huge portion of my channel for sure. So I don't think I'll ever stop giving updates about it, especially if it has something really cool. Like I don't think I would ever fully abandon like the tutorial or informational lifestyle. Like that's just not me, you know? Like I like sharing information kind of obsessively. Also, wait, stop streaming, refuses to elaborate, leave. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, You rarely see a VTuber with anything more than animated alerts and overlays. Yes. I mean, I'm also kind of guilty of that. I've been trying to, I have plans to kind of try and take my stream to the next level, because I think it's important to provide that level of entertainment for your audience. Now, granted, what I do is a little bit different because I'm mostly informational. I try to just have everything look somewhat nice. Also, what's up, Bitta? How you doing? And actually, do you know what? We haven't turned on in a hot minute. We haven't turned on VT Chaos in a while. So why don't you guys have fun with that? To be fair, YouTube API is very limited at the moment. Not really. You can do a lot of cool stuff. It just takes a little bit more work. Do you ever fear of running out of ideas? Oh, I run out of ideas all the time. But the thing is there's always, like, if you're looking for inspiration, you'll find it. Whether that's on Twitter because someone was being upset, or like any other number of reasons. Let's see, is this working? Yep, that's working. But like Ludwig is actually coming out with an plugin that will have channel points and stuff like that. But I never have any fear of running out of ideas. Like, the worst thing is like I might have to skip a week on videos because there's nothing I'm really passionate about. Ah, cat, what are you doing? But maybe you gotta have a fun teacher pointer stick and move it around. That would actually be good for my my Firefox scene that I like to use. Because I do think that that's the one thing that I was happy that I set up, you know, scenes like this where I can be like, oh, there's something on Firefox, or there's something on the internet that you want to see. Boom. New scene. But we're actually in the same scene. How about that? And then I can just go back. You think you can get that effect with Spud Tablet? Probably. I know, like I said, I know Ludwig's coming out with a new plugin that's probably going to change some stuff up, but you can do stuff on YouTube. Like, I mean, I just turned on my app that lets you guys, if you really wanted to, you could make me spin around. You could move me just by typing things in chat. Yeah, you could make me go huge, make me go tiny. Oh, maybe that command doesn't work right now. You can make me tilt, like stuff like that. What did I call it? Yeah, see, boom, big, small. So there's ways of interacting with YouTube and stuff like that. Like, I don't have all the hotkeys listed, but there's like flip, bigger, smaller, rainbow, right, left, up, down, tilt, tiny, huge. And like, if you really wanted to, like, you could like make me use expressions and things. Like, let me see if this actually works. Huge seems to be broken for whatever reason. I'll have to look into that. Oh, is it on the ban list? Is that why it's not working? Oh, tiny works. I don't know why huge doesn't work. Okay, huge works now. It was on the ban list for some reason. Now it works. So, well, huge makes it go as big as it can. You can also activate my smug expression, supposedly. Yep, there it is. So, do you realize how much power you've given us? It's the amount of power good for chat. Hey, I mean, if I didn't want you to have it, I wouldn't have made it. Sorry, I had to blow my nose again. Man, my whatever's going on today is getting a little out of control. But so yeah, like there's stuff you can do for YouTube. I had a lot of fun making this. I'm not really working on it right now anymore. I do want to add more stuff for it later. But as for right now, this is kind of the limits of it. You desire big cat. Well, you have big cat. Even though I'm like off center somehow. I don't know how I'm off center. But like we can nudge me right. Ha ha ha. Now I'm sort of in center. Sorry, one more second. Gosh. Nose, please. It's a lot of fun. I don't know. This is one of the reasons why I'm pretty sure I'm just never going to run out of ideas, because again, there's just too much interesting stuff you can do with VTubing. And like I said, I might skip weeks to work on like a bigger project or something else, but I don't think I'm ever really going to run out of ideas. It'll just be execution for the most part. So I don't know. But yeah, good old VT chaos. I'm very proud of myself for making it, because it really did take, oh gosh, watching the big cat spin is oh, that's interesting. Power doesn't corrupt, it reveals character. Well, sort of. I think it does both, if I'm being honest. I think that power does do both, because are we going to go on this tangent? Sure, why not? I don't care. So having power is an interesting thing. Oh my gosh, you won't let the cat be small. Oh gosh. But I do think having power is an interesting topic, because I feel like a lot of celebrities fall into this category of like, some of them seem to be bad people because they have so much power. And the real thing is like, a lot of it has to do with your environment, right? Like if no one ever stops to tell you no, just because you're famous, you will eventually just come to expect things from people, without like some severe mental discipline. Yes, exactly. Hard Rook. That is exactly it. It's the loss of perception. Because once it's kind of like, if $500 just showed up on your doorstep every day, like every single day, no idea where it came from, and that happened for like years or like a year, and then all of a sudden it stopped, you probably feel really annoyed. You're like, well, where'd it go? Why am I no longer getting this thing? And I think that that's a lot of what happens with like attention and just getting free stuff, right? Is like, if you have a bunch of attention and then it goes away, you feel like you are entitled to that because you've had it for so long. And same thing with like, if you're famous, you just can get into things a little easier. People give you stuff, and like, you lose the perception of like what it means to not have that stuff. That's also why I think a lot of wealthy people they don't understand, like there's a communication disconnect, because it's like, what is, $1,000 to someone who has $1 million versus $1,000 to someone who has nothing? It's all a matter of perception. So I think it takes a lot of real mental fortitude to to not go that way. That's not your feeling though. I feel everyone would benefit from the mindset of being socially entitled to nothing. That's the mindset I operate with. And I think it serves me very well because it helps me remind myself that while I definitely appreciate every single one of you who drop by, and I do mean that in its entirety, I also recognize that if something better comes up, you will go watch that instead. I am not entitled to your individual attention. That is not something that I have the right to, you know? Like, it's so much better just to have the mindset of like, when people do give you stuff, it's because it's out of the kindness of their hearts and not something that you should ever expect. So that's how I personally feel about just everything I do. Is I'm under no illusion that at any time, for whatever reason, if I made a mistake, like, it would, you know, many of you would leave and you would have no responsibility to come back, kind of a thing. And I just think it's important that people remember that, like, the internet can make you feel like $1 million, but it can also just move on without saying anything, and you're entitled to nothing. So keep working really hard. Reminds me of a story of an influencer wanting to get free stay meals at a hotel in exchange for exposure. Like, in their mind, if they made a video about the hotel would thrive, they got kicked. Yeah, there's a lot of stories like that. So, hey, what's up, Kay? How you doing? Welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have felt entitled before. Way back when the buffalo roamed, like 5 or 6 years ago now. Hey, what's up, Lee? How you doing? Is like, I made a game with a friend, and we put it up on Kickstarter. We actually got like a lot of money right at the beginning, and I had gotten such positive reinforcement from all my friends that like what we were doing was awesome. And like, it kind of warped my view of things for a while, of like, yeah, of course this is going to succeed. It's great. It's awesome. Like, how could it not succeed? Why? And then like during the Kickstarter, it's like, well, why aren't people giving us money? You know? And then when we put it on Steam Greenlight, I got ripped to shreds personally, because I was the quote unquote artist. Whew, that was a bad day. That was the day that my preconceptions of like the internet owes me anything were shattered. And it was a good learning experience. We'll just put it that way. Doing pretty fine, just dying for a little bit. Hey, don't die on me. Look, I took care of the dying for everyone here in chat. You all have a pass for at least a month. You know, so stop it. Stop dying. The internet is directly in conflict with general expectations, I think. In the real world, when you work, unless you mess up in general, you will get paid and you are legally owed for your time. Yeah, that is a good thing, but that is a good way of putting it. But I mean, the same situation could happen, like where if you're under the impression that someone can deliver you something that's a lot better, and you don't get it, it feels really terrible. And the company could try to avoid paying you because you didn't pay them, or you didn't give them the product they requested. But you're correct in assuming that the internet really is like, the internet doesn't care about how much work you put in. They only care about the final result. Here, let's actually, you know what, just for fun, just for reference, let's go take a look at some of the stuff I did. So that'll be fun. I can never remember what's actually on here. Sure, this will work. Boom. So this is like stuff that I did. This is a slowed down version of one of the animations in the game for a spider that just kind of walks along the wall, or a spider like thing. This isn't the full thing. There was more of it, but stuff like this. Like, you're not legally owed, and that's where the conflict occurs. I think that's true. This is one of the better ones. Let me see if I can find one of the other. Oh, by the way, guys, unrelated. This is something I did in like 15 minutes just for fun. That's actually a giant poster on my wall because I love it so much. It's not very good, but I had fun with it. We're going in. Go away. I'm not signing up. Oh gosh, hang on 1 second. It's gonna make me sign in or else. Okay, there we go. We're back to normal. That was just me playing around. This was a weird sketch. So here's like some more examples of some of the enemies. None of them are particularly great. I actually do really like the look of this one. I think I did a decent job with it. Because we were making like a bullet hell style game. And that's what the game was. Oh, do I have the original? This one was kind of fun to make. This one, go away, pop up. Just, it's actually a pretty interesting game. But you know, the internet was not happy with what they saw, and so they tore me to shreds. This was one of the bosses. I think this is a prime example of like, I didn't really know what I was doing, but you know, it was still fun to work on it. Now I'll show off the only cool thing I think is, come on. Let me. I didn't do the line work for this, but I did do the coloring, and I think it turned out awesome. Just saying. This is the one thing I've ever done that I was like, ha, I did a good job. This is my only thing that I'm like actually proud of as far as like color wise. That actually, in my opinion, I think it actually looks pretty good. Maybe not like as good as it could be, but it's very cohesive with itself and it works. So it reminds me that like, oh, I do have sort of a sense of color, but in the games, it's really about the separate art for things, but more so the art direction. You know what? That would actually be a great way of putting why I kind of failed. What's happening here? We're looking at some old stuff that some old drawings that I did. How you doing, Malleable Timeline? Welcome. This is old stuff that I did. Again, I didn't do the line work for this. This was done by Jazza. Awesome creator, by the way. Love him. This is from his adult coloring book that I bought because why not? But I colored this and I think it looks great. We were just talking about like failed things and like most of these things are part of a game that the internet didn't like. And just a reminder that, you know, you aren't owed anything by anyone. So just be grateful for what you do get and work hard to get more, you know? Oh, actually I can do this. Boop. I forgot that I can just throw up the Firefox scene up there because it's awesome. So, good times. This was back in when I was like really. Did I guys ever tell you that I actually went to an art college for a while? I don't know if I've ever said that on stream. The instructors there were not impressed with my skills, shall we say. I wasn't allowed to actually enroll. So I paid part of the tuition so I could come into the classes, and I was more like a passive observer, and when the teacher was not working with anyone else, I got his time. And I think that did actually help me improve some way that I look at art and things like that. I'm still not very good at it. Mostly because I don't spend the actual time like I should, but it was fun. I went to a ton of life drawing classes. Those were really fun. Those were really fun. I wish I could show some of the drawings on stream, but they are, I mean, they're life drawings, so they are not exactly suitable for stream. Oh gosh. Good times though. Good times though. Well, in other news, completely unrelated to everything we were just talking about, I'm excited for a lot of the new stuff YouTube has coming outside of the stupid dislike button. I think we can all agree that none of us are really happy about that. But, you know, it is what it is. It's here. At least the plugin still works to show dislikes and things. Oh gosh, cat, you scared the hell out of me. What are you doing, buddy? Oh my gosh. My cat just pounced on my foot and scared the hell out of me. Habanero, I know you're spicy, but come on, man. The YouTube search analytics, I am so excited for. That's going to be amazing. The fact that you'll be able to see like what was searched to find your channel, what's being searched on YouTube, it finally means we can get out of all these random add-ons that show it. It's so nice that that's coming. That's probably one of the single most important add-ons that I think YouTube could have added to like help people figure out what's going on. Hey, what's up, Crystal? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I don't know when it's coming, but when it does, oh baby. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. YouTube's really stepping up their game. Crystal, YouTube is adding a function that will let you see what searches are being searched and what your viewers searched to find you, so you can start to build like, it'll help build your channel, because like if everyone's finding you because of VTube Studio, you should probably do more stuff like that. Or, you know, if people are finding your channel because of art, you can focus on that kind of a thing. You have it? Why don't I have it? Wait, what? How do you have it? I'm jealous. I want it. Give it to me. It should just be in the experimental phase right now. I didn't think it was actually out. Not yet. There's a lot of plugins that can do that, but it's going to be YouTube itself that does it. Honestly, the down button thing got me so angry that everything else just flew over my head. Look, guys, I know I went on a tangent about this on Monday, but the dislike button thing hurts so much more than YouTube really realizes. And I really hate it because, again, it hits right home because it's tutorials, you know. But more importantly, like info stuff, like you can't just dismiss things based off of the dislike. And so, you know what would actually be kind of fun? Would be, you know, I wonder if I could make an add-on like this. I know Ludwig has one that automatically updates one of his newest videos that shows how many dislikes the video has. Like it says like this video has this many dislikes and it's in the title. What if you could make an add-on that did that for all of your videos? Like it just put it in the description of like, this video has this many dislikes. That will, ooh. Could I do that? Could I figure out how to do that? make it run like once a day or something. Because my channel's not like super big, right? So I wouldn't need to like update it every minute or so. But that would actually be kind of fun. Kind of just like a screw you YouTube moment. That would be kind of fun. Oh, no. So, Crystal, yeah, I know about that, Crystal. But what I mean is they're adding a new search function that's just for YouTubers. So, like, right now you can see what people searched, but now you can search what your viewers will search. In addition, search what YouTube is, like, all the keywords on YouTube, seeing how often that search term is being searched, in addition to how, like, what your viewers were searching for. It's a big expansion. So I did know about that, but like, there's that. That is so funny that your #1 search term is jiggle physics because of that video. That is funny. I'm sorry. That is really funny. Oh gosh. That's really funny. So yeah, it's a huge add-on to what they gave you, or what they're gonna give us. You know what? I'm curious. What is my... I always have one weird search term that's like up at the top. So let's see. We got... By the way, guys, did you know that my number... So I pride myself on being the VTube studio guy, right? Like, it's most of my videos. I recently branched out into PNG tubing a little bit more. PNG tubing is now the #1 most searched thing on my, like, to find me. I don't know how that happened. I've only made like 2 videos about it. My #1 search term is PNG tuber. I was like, huh. Okay. Let's see. What are some really weird search terms that we got in here? Oh, I don't actually have many weird ones now. It looks like it's mostly stabilized. There was a few where it was like Justin Bieber and someone else. I was like, how did you get to my channel by searching Justin Bieber? How far down in the YouTube algorithm did you go to find me? You know? Someone commented, there's nothing to jiggle. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. That's awesome. Hey, what's up, Thorntail? How you doing? I love looking at search term analytics. It's just a great way of, you know, knowing kind of where you're at. Isn't that right, buddy? Hey, can you give me a meow for stream? Go meow. Meow. Nope, you're just gonna stare at me. Yep. Okay, he's just gonna stare at me. You just checked. Am I Justin Bieber? Guys, I have a oh wait, actually, hold on. I have a confession to make to all of you. I am apparently not who I say I am. Sometimes it goes. Hold on, I'm trying to find the exact thing. What are your thoughts? Oh, you can't see comments unless you sign in. Oh my gosh, that's so dumb. 1 second. I have to sign in to a very special place. So, I just would like to let you all know that I am not, in fact, Raelice. I am, in fact... Oh my gosh. Why is this taking so long to sign in? What are your thoughts on other okay, this is not working out the way I thought. Guys, I'd just like to inform you that according to TikTok, I am in fact Jay Schlatt. This is not the first time I have been called Jay Schlatt on TikTok. I don't sound like Schlatt. I'm not even close. Same accent? Not even close, man. I don't understand. I was like, haha, first time I've heard that. And they're like, if you watch, you really sound like him, but a higher pitched voice. I'm like, no, what? Is Jay Schlatt Justin Bieber? Ooh, that's a conspiracy theory for us. But yeah, I've been called Schlatt multiple times. Is it just my own perception of my voice? I sound nothing like him. I don't know. It's funny. I like Schlatt. I like watching his stuff, but you know, I'm so sorry for deceiving you all this time. I'm really just Schlatt. I'm the secret VTuber account. You caught me. Oh gosh. I've only ever been referred to one person, and it's just Schlatt. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not Schlatt, guys. If I was Schlatt, I'd have a lot more money, that's for sure. But who knows? Who knows? Oh. The internet's weird, man. But like, if I sounded closer, play one of your videos at the same time as his, I can kind of hear it. All right, let's see. Schlatt probably wouldn't strike us down. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up a Schlatt video here. Let's see. Let's pick a random video of his, and we're gonna try. Well, I forgot that. Okay.
A little over 2 months ago, I went out and I made one of the best purchases of my life.
All right, I'm gonna say that exact same line. That was Schlatt saying the line. A little over 2 months ago, I went out and made one of the best purchases of my life. Oh, I'm on the wrong scene. Sorry, here. So this is his video. I just said the exact same line. I'll say it again.
A little over 2 months ago, I went out and I made one of the best purchases of my life.
A little over 2 months ago, I went out and made one of the best purchases of my life. So, like, see, I don't know. Hey, it's me. Why do I show up on my own YouTube? Look at me. Look. Let's just. There I am. Look at that. There I am. Look at me showing up on my own stream. It's beautiful. Never heard Schlatt speak before, so to me, he's going to sound like you. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to play that back in like, oh, you know what? Cadence, maybe it is the cadence. I guess that's true, because you can like sound like someone. If you talk in the same like vocal speech patterns, you know what? Let's get some more music on here. Shout some different music. Let's get a little bit more high energy with it, because I'm starting to get more high energy. Let's go into groove, baby. There we go. little bit more groovy. Yeah, cadence is how you mimic vocals. You can hear some similar emphasis, but your tone is different. Yeah, I mean, that's what I get. You know what's funny is, oh, did I delete it? I actually, because I got that comment on TikTok, I actually went into Premiere and started like tuning my voice to see if I could get it to sound similar. And I couldn't. Well, like super similar, but it's true. I guess vocal cadence can sit like that. And I will admit that like the style of jump cuts that I use are pretty similar to Schlatt in some cases. He is one of the people that I really enjoy watching, so it wouldn't be that surprising to see like you tend to like lightly mimic people that you enjoy, even if you don't mean to, right? Because like if you enjoy that style, that style is going to influence how you do things, you know? But I don't know. It was just a funny TikTok comment that, well, 2 comments that it just sits on the back of my mind occasionally. And the fact that I saw it again, you know, last week was like, are you serious? But you know what? It is what it is. I could be Cat Schlatt. There we go. Or let's see. I'm trying to think of like a weird name to use with his. But when you hang out with friends, they say I copy what they say if I spend a lot of time with them. Yeah, I mean, that's just natural, you know? If you watch anything or you do anything enough, just cat. But you know, if you watch something, do something for long enough, you know, you tend to pick up the habits of it. But I don't know. It was just amusing enough to me that I thought I would bring it up. But oh gosh. Gosh, I always forget how much I love this style of music. I just love groovy music. It's just so good. I also like how this model definitely looks like it's dancing more than my normal model does. I can just groove. You're posting the list of your search terms. What? You can't hear it? What? How about now? It's supposed to be low. It's supposed to be pretty low. I just groove to it. Sorry, I love music like this. Stream Beats just has some great music. You can hear it if you put your volume on max. I can turn it up a little bit more. I just always want to make sure that it never overpowers my voice. Because it should be around like minus 30 decibels or something. So it should just be tickling the eardrum just a little bit. Oh, Chris. Crystal, what's up with your search terms? Wait, what? Wait, your search terms are amazing. Can I show this on stream? Can I put this on stream? Because this is amazing. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I'm sorry, but the Oh, that's awesome. Okay, hold on. We're gonna swap to this scene. Hopefully it doesn't break anything. Oh, hello me. Why am I so big? I need to go to this corner, I think. Perfect. I did it. All right. So this is some of Crystal's search terms. Did the music just cut out? Of course it did. There we go. Okay, we're back. So this is Jiggle Physics. Jiggle Mixel's Alan Watts Money. AMP Benefits of Running. Brownie Music. Dude, your search terms are amazing. Dex Rock, Flores Lava, how to get super, super happy face for free. Islander Boy, Juice World, and Cosplayer. Wow. Okay, so at least the Mixels is normal, but like everything else is like, what the heck is going on? Oh, this is fantastic. Wow. This is amazing. This is beautiful. You know what? Now I got to know. Here, let's take a look through my analytics real quick. I want to see if we can find any there. I used to get really weird search terms all the time. But let's just take a look here. Let's scour the unknown reaches. All right, so we got normal stuff, normal stuff, normal stuff, a lot more normal stuff. Oh wait, can I only show? Oh, it only shows 50. Hold on. Perfect. Okay, let's start looking for some fun search terms, shall we? So let's see. We got Applasaki VTuber PC, anime girlfriend ASMR. What? Excuse me? Who? What? Hey, what's up, Mela? How you doing? Guys. Well, you know what that means. I should let's see, hold on. Let's go here.
I don't know what this sounds like, but maybe it sounds like an ASMR voice I could use. I really have no idea what exactly this sounds like, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Actually, I need to listen to my own stream to kind of figure out what on earth I sound like right now. I have no idea. Oh, that sounds terrible. Hold on. Let me turn the pitch up a little bit. And now, let's see what that sounds like. Oh gosh! Let's see what that sounds like. I mean, you know, this is just my real voice, you know? You caught me. I've been using a voice changer all this time, and this is just what I sound like now. You know? This is the new us. How bad does this actually sound? Oh, it's pretty bad. Oh gosh.
Okay, let's get off that. Let's get off that. Oh, say Pikachu? Okay, I could do that.
Pikachu.
That probably sounds terrible. Can I laugh?
Yo, check general. You put a link that.
I can't access Lee's. You'd have to put a link that you can actually click on. Now, guys, all I have to say is that this is a pretty
Puckers moment.
You know, I've actually been looking for like a good voice changer that I could use. I have fun stuff that I can think of. But is this how some men lie to the world?
What do you mean? I just exist, my friend. What the freak is wrong with you? Please, is this from your channel? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys.
This is apparently from Lee's channel. Horny sounds make me. What are you doing on your channel? What's going on over there, Lee? Like, do we need to sit down? Do we need to have a talk? Like, you know, what's going on over here? What's going on? Horny finger. Oh my gosh. How to make it. Lee, what are you doing over there? Okay. You know what? We are here today to come to the council of discussing whether or not we should bonk Lee with the horny hammer. And no, I have not looked at the rest of yours yet, Crystal. Oh, jeez. Now, alright, you know what? We are here today for the trial of Lee's. Lee's, please step forward. You have provided your search history for YouTube. And we have some questions to be asked here. For instance, why does horny show up so much on your searches? It's like half of them. Do you have anything to say in your defense? He has no idea. Well then, to the rest of chat members, here on trial, we will vote. Give me a 1 in chat if Lee should get bonked by everyone for having horny be so much of his channel. Or 2 if we should let him go. Guilty. I see 1 guilty. Hey, what's up? Not much time. You're letting him go? Wait, you guys are letting him go? Wait, hold on. You say we bonk the searches, not Lee? So far it's 1 guilty to 2 not guilty. He might be getting away with this. I can't bonk you. I am sad. Well, Lee, it seems like you're gonna get off without getting bonked this time. But
But what on earth are your searches, man? How did... Oh, wait. Oh, it's a tied vote. It's a tied vote. We got 2-2. And you know what? Let's make it a draw and see what happens. Well, if it's a draw, then you know what? You know what happens? I think there's only one thing we can do in this situation. It's okay to be horny. It's true. But that doesn't mean that we don't get to bonk you. So, you know. I find the defendant guilty. And so now, what needs to happen? I'm sorry, Lise. I'm terribly sorry. But it is time to go to horny jail. Oh my gosh. Dude, your search history is so crazy. I can't believe. How is that like your #1 search term? That's crazy. Also, welcome Chibi Party. That's so crazy. What's his time? Oh, you're just in horny jail until the end of the stream, then you're free. We don't believe in super harsh punishments around here. That's just crazy. It's all horny. You literally have horny as your number 34 search term. What? What the heck? Dude. I gotta say I'm impressed. You know what? Yeah, clearly you know how to do something right, you know. People are searching for you to get with the ladies, and I guess your channel's the happening spot. It's where to be if you want to know. What the heck, dude? That's so funny. That's amazing. How do you check this, by the way? So you go to YouTube Analytics. So if you're in your YouTube, you go to Analytics, Reach, and then you go down to Traffic Source, YouTube Search, and click on See More. And then you can look at all these. Jeez, dude. Dude, your search terms are crazy. Wow. That's just amazing, dude. That's amazing. I gotta see if I've got some weird ones in here, too. I've got some Spanish speakers who I guess wanted to know how to use VTube Studio. Not too surprising. Oh, baby. My clickbait worked. I got someone to click on my video who was searching for Iron Mouse. I'll take that as a win. Your computer ran out of battery. You missed the bonk. Is this karma for sponsoring the bonk? Oh, that's funny. Netflix VTuber. I did do a video on that. There's a few in here. Actually, do you know what? I bet if I open this up to the last 365 days, we're gonna see some weird stuff. Because there's one video in particular that I made that had some weird... It was a RimWorld video. So VTube Studio, obviously. Niji Sanji Edition. Okay, it's not going to show up. But for a while, you know, I'll expose myself a little bit. It's only fair. We made fun of Lee. I have to take one for the team. One of my videos made the #1 search term on my channel for about a week. Naked. That was my #1 search term for like a week. You have Chinese restaurants in the hood be like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Actually, let me see if I can pull up that video. Uh-oh. Get me out of the analytics page, it's crashing! It's crashing! Here, let me just drag home to YouTube, leave the page. There we go. What was I looking for? I already forgot. I have no idea. I have the memory of a goldfish. What the heck was I looking for? I literally just said it like 20 seconds ago. Oh my gosh,
I've had my sound effects on this entire time. I apologize. Did you guys know that like South America is like my #2 biggest viewer base, which I thought was interesting. That's right. Video that had the search term naked. We're gonna have to dig back a little bit. We're going on a mission. It was back before I started doing VTube tutorial stuff. There it is. The fastest game of RimWorld I've ever seen. Back when I was doing gaming content. #1 search term, naked followed by nude mods. Thanks, YouTube. Very cool. I don't get it. I don't understand. There's nothing like that in the video. Just saying. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happened with this video. The Latin audience is underrated. Hey, you know what? What's kind of funny is my biggest audience has traditionally never been in the US for whatever reason. Both times I've like done streaming and content. I think it is right now, but in general, let's see, audience. I think it's still South America. It might be the Philippines now. What's my, oh, it's actually the Philippines now. Sorry, my mistake. My second biggest audience was the Philippines. For a long time, it was Brazil and then the Philippines. And I guess now it's Philippines and Brazil has fallen off. But for a while, my #1 source was Germany of all things. Portugal there. Nice, nice. Out of curiosity, what time is it for you guys? Because that's always been my suspicion is my morning streams tend to get a lot more, they get different people than I get at night. So I'm just kind of curious, what time is it? There are a lot of VTubers from the Philippines. I've seen them trending on Twitter so much recently, which is awesome. (1:41 p.m.) Oh, so you're in the You must be in the US then, Crystal. Eastern, I'm guessing. And then 1 p.m., 1942, 1842, 341. Please send help. Send donuts. Yeah, I'm on MST. It's 11:42 for me in the morning right now. Germany has a bunch of YouTubers. Let's see. Ich kann sprechen Deutsch nicht so gut, aber ich habe Deutsch gelernt für 2 Jahre. Und ich heiße Raelice. Ich bin ein VTuber. Deutsch ist ein interessant language. I know a little bit of German. That's probably why I used to have German viewership, is because I could kind of talk with them. I can't speak it as well as I used to. I don't remember the syntax, but I can understand a lot of it. I even tried to date some German people for a while. A German girl for a while. She was fun. I liked her a lot. But she went someone else. Sad day. That sounds more than a little bit. Hey, what's up, Hirup? How you doing? Well, I studied German for a couple years. I had a really awesome teacher. And want to try some Czech words? As long as they're not bad. Sure. I can also speak a little bit of Japanese. I can speak a little bit, like, you know, the watashi wa Raelice desu. The problem is when I start speaking Japanese, since I learned German first, if there's a foreign word that I'm trying to remember, I always remember the German word. And it's all because, like, this teacher, like, guys, this teacher was amazing. He was such a fun teacher. I remember so much. If I was plopped into the middle of Germany, I could probably get around speaking German / reading it. You gotta go, Haru? Hey, well, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Dineska. Okay, now the thing I don't know is pronunciation of Czech. I'm going to throw that into Google Translate real quick to see if I can get a better idea of how to pronounce it. So let's see. Because I'm not quite sure how to read the accents above the E and the C.
Dneska je krásné počasí.
Okay, so it has that kind of that sound. So dneska je krásné počasí.
Dneska je krásné počasí.
Počasí. Dneska je krásné počasí. Oh, that feels weird. Dneska, let's see. Dneska je krásné počasí. I think that's pretty close. Dneska. That's an interesting word. Dneska. Dneska je krásné počasí. Interesting. I would never have guessed that the accent over the C was like a ch sound. Never in my life. I like learning languages. It's fun to be able to talk to people in their native language, even if it's like very, very limited, you know, because, you know, at the end of the day, I think one of the most flattering things you can do for people is try to speak to them in their native language. Because, like, even if you sound terrible, it's the fact that you put the effort in to try and communicate with them in the language that they are probably most comfortable in. It's like a sign of respect thing to me. And pronunciation is actually like one of the things that I really tried to learn. So like going back to German, like ich is I, and most people say ish that learn German. Like the difference between ish and ich is, it's subtle, but it's different. And like I really tried to practice my pronunciation. I should actually probably get back into relearn, you know, do Duolingo or something to get my German skills back up. But I really like languages. Learning a new language is like unlocking another part of the world. It's really nice. Yeah. I'm sad because I've let my Japanese go a little more than I should have. Because I've been to Japan, and when I was there, I really studied kanji because I went with my dad, who also has been to Japan a few times. And so he could speak it a lot better than I could, but I could read it way better. And so between the two of us, we could actually like get around Japan just fine, because if we needed to ask questions, he knew all the vocabulary. Like I could kind of speak it, but for going places, I could read all the kanji, and it just worked out really nice. But what was actually funny, the most interesting experience I had while I was in Japan, we met a Russian couple who was there on a cruise, and the way that we communicated with them is they knew German. They didn't know English, but they knew German. And so she talked to me in German. I roughly translated to our interpreter that we had with us, because we knew a family over there, in Japanese. And then she would tell me back, and I would go back through German. And we eventually got to we got them where they needed to go. And it was so interesting. That's like the one time I've ever had like an interpreting experience. And actually that one singular experience almost pushed me into becoming an interpreter. I legitimately thought about like studying and taking all the tests to become like a German and Japanese interpreter. I was gonna focus on Japanese, but like I was gonna go to Japan. Because like there's a lot of programs that you can go to Japan specifically for that purpose. And so like, I was planning on attending school for that and stuff. It was just such a cool experience that almost ended up being what I did in life. So it was really cool. So just really cool experience. But yeah, so learning languages is fun. I wish I knew Spanish or Portuguese. I feel like just because in my life scenario right now, I feel like I interact with a lot of people who, like, what that's their native language, and it would be nice to be able to like talk to them more. But languages are just so cool. For making, let's see, learning a new language is like for making videos that just help get into more markets. A lot of company VTubers that get picked know more than one. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you know more than one, like there's just an entire another portion of the world you can get to. And I think people genuinely enjoy hearing others speak foreign languages, because it's just fun, you know. Like even me saying like, you know, ich bin verwirrt, just I am confused, just in German, that's fun to hear. Or my favorite German phrase is damit zu hell. It's too bright. Oh gosh, I love it. I love languages. Just good fun. Hopefully one day I'll get like super proficient with one, but I have to put in the time. Oh gosh, just good times, good fun. Good music. Videos. Exactly. The best German word is einkochen. Einkochen. Einkochen? Something like that. It's got to be pretty close. Einkochen. What does Google Translate say?
Einkochen.
Einkochen. Oh, I was close. Einkochen. Einkochen. I don't think I've seen a double H word in a while. Because normally that'd be a k, but I guess it's an ein k, like a h. Einkochen. Interesting. German pronunciation comes to me pretty easily just because I practice it so much. Like that, it's funny because like once you really try to learn a language. Einkochen.
Einkochen.
Einkochen. Sure. Yeah, sure. That's a weird. Sure. 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 It's like sure. Sure. Einkochen. Einkochen. Interesting. The double S's in German. Yeah, those are fun. Sorry, I go on tangents whenever language stuff is brought up just because it's fun. Sure. Sure. That is a weird. Sure. Huh. My favorite German word is Entschuldigung, which is just basically excuse me. I think you spelled it wrong, Mela, because the word that you spelled is listen in, not squirrel. Oh, yeah, that's very different. So let's see. Let me see if I can guess what this. Let's see. So Eichhörnchen. Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen. Eichhörnchen. Yeah. Eichhörnchen. Eichhörnchen. Shin. I gotta get the over the tongue thing going on. Eichhörnchen. Eichhörnchen. Yeah, it's an interesting word. It's actually pronounced different. Well, the word that I put in was the other one. But Eichhörnchen. Eichhörnchen. Shin. It's got like that hissing, like hin. But that German pronunciation I actually get because I practice so much. But this just all reminds me of how much work I had to do for the King cover that I did. Guys, that took so long to like to like learn. What's weird is like speaking a language and then trying to sing that same language is so weird. Cause like trying to memorize the Japanese for the King cover was rough. That took me about a month of like every day practicing it a little bit to like get all the words down. And now I don't think I'll ever forget it. But that was fun. I want to do another cover soon. Because like that whole experience, that was so much fun. I also want to do a video about it. I've already started trying to write it, but it didn't quite come out the way I wanted. But I do want to do another cover, but it'll probably be something more for my usual vocal stature. Like fast songs I can't quite do, But like slow songs, like Fly Me to the Moon or something, let's go. I could do that. I don't know. Music is an interest that I just always have. So if random covers pop up from time to time, you'll know that I mean you guys will just see them. I kind of want to just use them for special events, but who knows? Like I said, I'm planning on doing the hot sauce karaoke again for Christmas. Which will be fun. That's another just singing event. If that all works out, we'll see. It might be like the day. We might have to do it like on the 23rd or the 26th. It really just depends on what kind of family stuff we have going on. But I want to make it happen. So that'll be fun. That'll be so much fun. And yeah, since we're getting close to the normal stream end time, we're gonna just wind down here a little bit. Look forward to a new video, probably on, I think while the holidays are going, videos will probably come out on Fridays is what I'm thinking. But yeah, look forward to a new video. It's probably going to be about character design. Just because that's the thing I've really been thinking about recently. And yeah, you'll probably see some shorts pop up here and there. Just, you know, stream clips and stuff like that. But it's going to be nice to really be back in the swing of things, guys. I really did miss working on stuff like this. Plus, you know, I gotta make December better than November, right? Because somehow, guys, can I just show you something to end off stream? Can I show you something that's like kind of depressing, and I don't understand why this happened, but it did. So this is the dumbest thing, and I don't have any explanations for it. But what we're going to do is we are going to look at some last second analytics. And I just want you guys to tell me if this makes sense. Because this doesn't make any sense. So, as you may all know, I tend to keep track of what I do. You know, I have spreadsheets upon days because I love keeping spreadsheets. I know my numbers. I know all this stuff. And so I like to keep track of like kind of how I'm doing month over month, right? So this is my grand plan for how many views I need to get a year to kind of go full time. Like this is my overarching plan to like make enough money to like do this as a full-time job, right? So I keep track of numbers. So November was officially our best month ever by every account. And I didn't post at all. So let's just take a look at this number real quick. This doesn't make any sense to me. So I keep track of like views, subscribers, all that fun stuff. So this is October. This is November. That 20% increase. Way more subscribers, way more impressions, like way more watch hours. What? We're looking at an anomaly. November was our best month by far, and like let's look at what I posted in November, shall we? You know, let's take a real close look. YouTube's freaking weird. I don't understand it. I posted 3 shorts and 2 videos. Like those 2 were at the beginning of the month. This one didn't even do that well. We had 2 live streams. 4. We had 4 live streams. We did way less stuff, and it was our best month ever. Oh, it's so crazy. It's true, Trends. You think more people might be trying to become VTubers? True. It's very true. But it was just, yeah, I know it's what people are watching. It's just like, I didn't expect it to be trending upwards right now. It was just weird. Cause like, I didn't look at my analytics hardly at all last month, just because I didn't try, you know, cause like when I got COVID, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to focus all my efforts on just not being sick. You know, we're going to rest. We're not going to look at YouTube. We're not going to do anything. And then just, I don't understand. Hey, what's up, Sasana? How you doing? Every video is like a lottery ticket. I mean, if you look at every video you ever make, you know, you'll have like 5 that are your best performers ever. Yep, make them good so when a wave comes in, people will find what you made. Exactly. That's the philosophy I like to live by, is as long as I am proud that every video provided some sort of information, you know, eventually some of them might get picked up, some of them might not, but I feel like I make pretty good tutorials and stuff. You're good. How about me? I'm doing very good. I'm a pretty good cat right now. Curious, you actually think the contrary? I think VTubing has gone back to being niche from the intention had from Hall Myth, and now less people are taking the risk. I think that I don't think it's growing. I think it's stabilized. But because of that, I think we're starting to enter the churn of VTubers. And what I mean by that is it's been out, like it's been a thing for long enough that all the hopeful starters that didn't realize what they were doing have now either fallen off or become full-on creators, right? So we're entering the churn where new people are falling off, but new, like, people that have been around for like 6 months to a year are like stopping or falling off, but just as many new people are starting to come in. So we're hitting that break point where, you know, there's a lot more people coming in. It's just there's a lot more coming out. So I just think that we're in a phase where we're stabilized. So I'm gonna, and actually, you know what? Google Trends should actually corroborate this. I haven't looked at this in a little since like last month, but as of last month, we'd pretty much stabilized. Like VTuber Google Trends, the number of people searching for VTubers has more or less evened out. I think it's still going up slowly, or it might be going down now. Yeah, so look, we've basically stabilized. Look at how flat that line is. So we're actually probably going to go down a little bit over the next little while, unless we have a new like super big breakthrough that makes it easier for people to get into it. But yeah, we've more or less hit that stabilization point. People who want to make content are showing up instead of people who want to make an OC and make friends. True. Maybe that's why my particular stuff has been blowing up a little bit. I know some of the other people like VTuber Senpai and Sapphire and them have also been blowing up. Oh, the V Road update would have brought in new people. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I just am trying to capitalize on the wave, you know? Gotta ride that wave to victory, baby. But I'm not too worried. I got ideas. I got stuff. And I mean, you guys know me. I'm always willing to adapt and change and try out new stuff. Just part of who I am. Besides, I got you guys supporting me. All righty. Oh gosh, I need a little bit more water here. Ah, water's so good. I might start moving this Saturday stream just a little bit later in the day. I feel like towards the end of the stream is like when I'm like finally starting to get it. I don't know why huge doesn't work all the time. Why did huge go last? What? What? Whatever. The program can't do all three at the same time, sadly. Carol, welcome, welcome. Ah, good times, good times. You're joining towards the tail end of the stream, sadly. But we had a good time. We had a good time today. Big cat is big cat. By the way, can I just say how much I love the 2D adding hands, so that, like, you know, you guys make me go huge, but to fix it, I literally just make a number 3 at my webcam and it goes back to normal. It's so nice. It's just so good. I love it so much. Guess I'll have to stream for 3 more hours. Nah, my throat couldn't handle that. I'm not a marathon streamer. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that because I've done it before, but I'm in general not a marathon streamer. You know, I come here, I got my plans laid out, I give you the facts, spit straight fire. But you know, my energy level doesn't stay high for very long, because I'm an intense kind of person. Like, I get into what I'm talking about, and then as soon as I'm done, it's like a wave of fatigue just like punches me in the gut. It just true, as I went on about not abusing the power in chat, but I'm the only one who's been playing the most with this. Oola. Tisk, tisk, tisk. How could you? How could you? I trusted you. This is how you repay me. I don't know if I can ever trust you again. Ugh. 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 That felt gross. I can't wait till all this junk is not in my throat anymore, because like it's the worst. But guys, I'm getting nervous. My artist hasn't responded to the new updates I made to the model sheet. I really want them. To like, it's probably not gonna get finished until like January at this point, sadly. I need some milk, soup, hot soup and tea time. Hey, I actually bought an electric kettle while I had COVID, and that was like the best purchase I've ever made. Oh my gosh. Just the fact that it can be like, boom, nice green tea, hot green tea, soothe the throat. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. All right, but I do think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. As for future plans, I'm gonna start doing at least 2 streams a week from now on, probably Wednesday, Saturday. We might up it to 3. Just kind of depends on how we're feeling. Since we're not doing, 2 videos a week plus a stream, we're going to up the stream times just a little bit. Plus, there's never a lack of stuff to talk about, There's never a lack of things to talk about. So we're going to get a little bit more stream heavy. I've been really enjoying it. And it's honestly, you know what? Streaming as much as I have been recently, well, ignoring the month of not doing things. Before that, streaming more often has been giving me more ideas. And YouTube has actually been... I don't know if anyone else has noticed this recently, but I have personally noticed that my streams are getting a lot more attention than they used to. So I don't fully know what's going on with YouTube right now, but it seems like it's promoting streams a little bit more. Like, I never used to get recommended views through streams. That was never a thing, but I do now. So I don't really know what's going on, but it feels like it's a good time to be a streamer. So, take that as you will. But yeah, so we're gonna up some stream times. I'm gonna be focusing a little bit more on the streams and trying to get some new overlays and some new fun stuff so that we're not just in this scene all the time. But I have stuff I want to do, and feels good, man. Feels good. So, and I hope I know a lot of the people who are here are also streamers and stuff. I hope all your stuff's going good too. I do want to do a more podcast type thing, like an actual talk show. I haven't decided for sure how I want to do that yet, though, because that requires a lot more planning. I'm not Iron Mouse. I can't just be like, I'm huge, someone come talk to me. Plus, I like to have a more directed approach to like how I do things. So if I do a talk show or a podcast, it'll probably be early next year, just because I really want to settle on a theme that I feel comfortable with and that I feel like provides value. So, because it's like, I don't know how many of you have watched Sapphire's VTuber Voices podcast she does, but something kind of like that, where not quite like that, but something that is based around providing information for new content creators or VTubers, things like that. So we'll see how we do. I've got other ideas. So, as always, things will change, things will improve. We'll figure it out. I have ideas, and just hopefully they'll continue to provide value to you all, because that's the real goal, But yeah, great stream. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Really nice to see so many familiar faces here all the time. Definitely gives the good old ego quite a boost. So, you know me. All right, well, we friends. Oh, friendly is the way I would put it, because while I see you in chat, we don't fully know each other yet, but you're gonna watch the other streams you missed. Nice. It's good to remember that while we all talk in chat, we don't fully know each other, but who knows what happens over a long period of time, right? But yeah, just thanks everyone for dropping by. New video next week, more streams next week, and hopefully I'll cough a little bit less during stream. But thanks so much for watching. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. No, I know, Crystal. I know. I like to be forthcoming with it. So sorry if I came off a little strong. It's just, that's how I say it. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yes, I will see you all next week. Thanks so much. Also, anyone who hasn't, you should definitely join the Discord. Just saying, we have fun. I'm active in it, Anyone who's not in there, get in there. And see y'all later. Bye-bye.